Hey guys, welcome back to my next video of Bash Shell scripting tutorial for beginners. Now let's get started. Today we'll be learning how to use while loop in Bash. So what is a loop? A loop is a sequence of instructions that is continuously repeated until a certain condition is reached. Now I'll show you the syntax of while loop. So this is the syntax for the while loop. You write in the keyword while, and then you write the condition in square brackets, then type in do. Here you can write in the statements or the instructions you want to perform, and you have to close it by typing done. Now let's take an example. Say we want to print the first 10 natural numbers from 1 to 10. Now let's create a variable x equal to 1, while x is less than or equal to 10. Print the value of x. So what will happen here? So if you can see, the value of x is 1. So we'll come to the while loop. We'll check for the condition. While 1 is less than 10, the condition is true. Then we'll come here do, and it'll print 1. After printing 1, it'll come back to the condition. It'll again check the condition. Again 1 is less than 10. Again it is true. So we'll again print. And this will keep on happening. And this will end up in an infinite loop. So what we have to do is, we have to increment the value of x. So you can increment by typing x is equal to $x plus 1. Now let's save and run this. So as you can see here, this has printed 1 to 10. So what happens here is, first it checks if 1 is less than 10. Yes, then it prints 1. Then it comes here. The value of x gets incremented to 2. Then it comes back to this loop. Then it'll check if 2 is less than 10. Then it'll print 2. Then it'll come here. It'll increment the value of 2 to 3. Then it'll again come back. 3 is less than 10. And this loop will go on till the condition is wrong. There is another interesting command called sleep. So what this does is, this delays by the number of seconds you type here. So say I have typed here sleep 1. So what will happen is, first it'll print the number, say 1. And then it'll come here, it'll increment the value of x to 2. And then when it comes here, it'll pause for 1 second. And then it'll go back to the loop and continue. So if I set this to 2, then it'll pause here for 2 seconds. So now let's see this. So as you can see here, it is taking 2 seconds between each execution. There is another way to increment the value of x. You can simply type in x plus plus. So this is post increment. So as you can see here, the value has been incremented. That is why we are able to print 1 to 10. Now let's try pre-increment. So as you can see, we are getting the same output. Now there is another way to write this while. So instead of using square brackets, you can use double parentheses. But when you're using double parentheses, you cannot use the flag LE. Instead, you can use less than equal to. Now let's save and run. So as you can see, we got the output. Now let's write a script that opens as many terminals as the user wants. Let's read the value to y. So to open a terminal, you can use the command genome-terminal space ampersand. So what happens here is we ask the user how many terminals he wants to open, and then we read that value into y, and then we give a condition here while as you can see here, the value of x is 1. So while 1 is less than, say for example, the user has entered 2. So it will be while 1 is less than equal to 2, it'll open the terminal once, it'll increment the value of 1 to 2, and then it'll come back to this loop. Then it'll check 2 is less than equal to 2. Again, the condition is true. Then it'll come here, open another terminal, it'll increment the value, then it becomes 3. Then it again checks the condition. If 3 is less than equal to 2, the condition is false, it gets terminated. Now let's try running this. Let's say 2. So as you can see here, 2 terminals have been opened. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 terminals have been opened. So thank you for watching my videos. Stay tuned for more.